Kids, and welcome to New Hope Kids Online. My name is Miss Brooke, and I am so glad that you're here today. So, have you guys ever heard the phrase plate it? Like if you're going to plate something, that means that you're going to put some food on like a plate, like a dinner plate, so that you can serve it to somebody. That's what plating it is called. So, the name of our series this month is actually called Plate It. Now, before I circle back to that, let's talk about cooking. Do you guys love helping in the kitchen? Like, especially if you're making cookies or maybe helping to make something else delicious? Well, if you've ever done that, you know that in cooking, you have to have a plan. And when you're cooking, that plan is called a recipe, right? Well, just like having a plan in the kitchen helps us prepare a meal that everyone's going to love, the stories from the prophets in the Old Testament part of the Bible are kind of like a cookbook that helped the people prepare for the Savior that God was going to get ready to send them one day. You see, the prophets were these people who lived many, many, many years ago. They were God's messengers. And I'm talking they lived like hundreds and hundreds of years before Jesus was even born. But God chose them specifically to give the people of that time some really important information about what God had planned. So in November, New Hope Kids is going to be looking all month at some of the prophets who gave us those messages from God. Now, even though there's no exact recipe, we're going to find out how we can cook up a loving relationship with God. And we're going to learn what that means. We're going to learn how to trust God. We're going to learn how we can talk to God and how we can listen to God. And we're even going to find out how we can leave the results up to God. So it's going to be a really great month. I really hope you can be here with us in person, but if you can't, then make sure you tune in every week because you don't want to miss an episode. So for right now, sit back and enjoy this week's episode of Plate It.
I am so excited today! Today we are in my kitchen. Have you ever cooked anything in the kitchen with your family before? I love it here! I'm usually not allowed in here by myself because there are lots of dangerous things, like sharp knives in the stove that gets really hot. But my grandma is with me and she's going to show me how to make a delicious fruit salad. What is a fruit salad? I don't really know. I wonder if it's green stuff that my parents eat along with bananas. We will find out together, though. By the way, what is your favorite fruit? Can you shout it out? Take a look at all the fruits on the counter here. I know what this is, and this is, and even this. I have no idea what this one is. I think it's a kiwi. Can you say kiwi? That sounds so funny to say. I really hope my grandma doesn't use this one, though. That looks really interesting. Well, here she comes. Let's listen to today's Bible story, and when we come back, I'll show you the most delicious fruit salad ever. Let's hope it tastes yummy.
It's time for today's Bible story. It comes from 1 Kings chapter 17, verses 8 to 16. Elijah was a prophet of God. That means that God spoke to Elijah, and Elijah would share what God said to him with other people. The problem was that sometimes people didn't want to hear it, especially people who were in power, like kings and queens. To get away from these angry rulers, Elijah would have to run for his life and hide. One time when this happened, Elijah was led by God to hide beside a brook. A brook is a small stream. Elijah stayed there for a while, and God gave him water and food while he was hiding from the angry rulers. But then the brook dried up, So Elijah had to move on. Then God led him to another place, the home of a widow who had one son. She was out collecting firewood when Elijah saw her and asked her for a drink. She started to go get a drink for the visitor when Elijah also asked for something to eat. The widow told Elijah that she only had enough food for one last meal for her and her son. She was collecting firewood to make that meal, and then she was sure to die. Of all the places God would lead Elijah, God led him here, to a woman and her child in great need. Elijah knew God wanted to take care of her and her son, but she would have to trust God first. Elijah told the woman to make him something to eat with what she had left, even though it looked like she would have no food left at all. Elijah told her not to worry. She wasn't going to run out of food. So that's what she did. She made Elijah something to eat, and it happened just as Elijah had said. She never ran out of food for her and her son until the time when they weren't in need anymore. This story helps us remember that God is always watching over us. That's why before we do anything else, we need to, step 1, trust God.
That Bible story was awesome! It kinda made me think about how a cook prepares a delicious dish. The first step in cooking is having the right ingredients. What ingredients did I need for my fruit salad? Once I had all my ingredients, everything else was super easy. We sometimes have problems. The woman in our story didn't have enough food. But before doing anything else, she needed to do one thing first. She needed to trust God. When she trusted God, everything turned out okay. That's why today's big idea is, step 1 is to trust God. Say it with me.
Step 1, trust God.
So here is what we made. But she used kiwi.
Callie, are you enjoying the fruit salad, dear?
I haven't tried yet, Grandma. I'm kind of scared of the kiwi.
It's delicious.
Well,
You should try it.
okay. It's not that bad. It's actually really, really good. Wow! My grandma really knew what she was doing. Wow! Friends, today was fun. And with Grandma's help, I made the most delicious fruit salad ever. And now I can say I even tried kiwi. Gotta run now and share some with my parents. Bye for now.